Hey everyone, how you doing? Welcome back to Mitch Base. So today I have a video I want to show you about value, what we value, because I told you before, when you're going to start your store, right, for us seniors, when you start your store, you want to shop where at home first. Don't go to Goodwill, don't go to some thrift store, shop at home. And the reason why I tell you this is because your kids probably do not want what you have, right? You may think it's valuable, but things to them from the 70s and 80s might not be that valuable. So for you, this is really to your advantage if you can let go of stuff, right? eBay is not for hoarders. It's for people who want to minimize their life and also minimize some of the complications for their children, because when you go, like we all do, you don't want to leave them a mess. No. So I made a video. I've attached it to this video and you'll see. So it's going to talk about value. Now, when I started this 6 years ago, I had some things I thought were really, and they're valuable to me to a certain extent, not to hang on to, but because I had them for a long time, it was time to let them go. But I was trying to let them go at a price I thought would be good. And of course, the first 2 months, I didn't get any sales. In the video attached to this one, I'm going to show you guys how you use the advanced key and how you use a completed and sold as or sold key. Because what that means is that in the video you'll see is that you want to see what already has sold, what things you have already sold. Like say this box, right? I'm selling this box. I think it's worth 90 bucks. Well, other eBay sellers are selling it for like 25 bucks, right? And so you have to understand that you can only sell what the market will allow, right? The market's not going to allow me to sell this for 90 bucks. It'll let me post it, right? 90 bucks all day long, but no one's going to buy it. They're only buying these boxes for 25 bucks. So it really, eBay helps to keep you in the lane of reality, okay? Because your stuff, no matter how wonderful it is, no matter if George Washington gave it to you, it only has so much value on the eBay platform, okay? So let's just keep that in mind. And without further ado, let's go into the video I made for you today, okay? Also, please subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Please comment below. I want to know what state you're watching this video from, okay? You guys take care. Okay, this is a rough video, shall I say, because this is, I'm going to use an example for you to show you, to help you understand the value of things, right? Because we all have our way of, we all have things to us that are very, very valuable, right? But once you go into eBay, those things you might get from your garage or your shed or whatever, I mean, yes, they might have some sentimental value to you. But remember in the first video, your kids probably don't want your stuff. That's just the reality of it. I learned that the hard way from my daughter, so I just did that. So when I started about 6 years ago, I started to clear stuff out, because she didn't want it, So let's go into this. Let's say I have some yarn. I have some yarn and I want to sell it. And believe me, guys, the yarn sells very well on eBay. So I have this. Let's just say for an experiment here, right? Let's go down here. Okay, I have this blue yarn. I have this Bacilla Deluxe Knitting Worsted 100% wool yarn 4-ply, right? And I have 4 I'm going to sell. But I've had that yarn of mine for 3 years. I think it's worth 50 bucks. I think it's worth that. So let's go take a look. First of all, let's click on here. So put the mouse right over here, the window, and click. Let's go into there and see what happens. It's over here now, right? You see there? Let's click it again just to make sure we are going to go to that yarn. So we have 4 yarns. You get a nice close-up. Oh, very nice. But they're still selling theirs for 19 bucks. I think mine is worth 50 bucks. I've had it in my garage for years. It's very valuable to me. My uncle bought it from Italy. It just means a lot to me. So I want 50 bucks for my yarn. Even though you see it's 19 bucks here, right? So what do? How do you know for sure that the product you are posting on there at 50 bucks will sell for 50 bucks? So over here to the top right is called the advanced key. Okay, look at that, advanced. But before you do that, come over here and highlight, because you're gonna copy and paste. See, you copy it there. And now you are going to go into advanced. Advanced over here. So advanced is the reason why you want to use advanced, because you are going to do some comparison shopping, just like you do with food shopping, right? Because my wife and I, when we go shopping, we like to go to the Asian store. We're not Asian, but we love the Asian vegetables there. So we go there, and we go to Trader Joe's, and we also go to Ralph's, because each one has what the other doesn't have for the right price, correct? Same thing with eBay and your items. So here's your yarn. So you want to sell your yarn for 50 bucks, that blue yarn. So first thing you want to do, put in that yarn name you saw. There we go, same name, right? Then you want to come down here where it says completed items and sold items. This will tell you what actually sold, that yarn sold, right? For how much, because you want to make sure that you're looking on eBay what has already sold, so you can make sure you are at least putting in a competitive price, right? Then you hit search, boom. Okay, let's see what happens over here. These all sold. How do you know they sold? This one here sold for $24. You see here, sold on August 7th, 2023. So this is a recent sale. Plus this person said, you know what? The buyer is going to pay for shipping. So this person sold this yarn for $24.99 plus $8.55 for shipping. The buyer had to pay that. So this person here, maybe they bought it for $5 at Goodwill, right? Sold it for 24. It's like $14.99 of profit, right? I'm sorry, it's like $19.99 of profit, right? $5, okay? Plus you figure eBay fees and so on and so forth. You're probably going to make anywhere from 15 to 16 bucks profit, which is really good. And plus the buyer's paying for that. Let's go scroll down to the next one. Again, we see yarn again, same brand name, Bacilla, right? But look over here. They sold this for 32 bucks, okay? And look at this, because it's virgin wool probably. Virgin wool is very hard to get, I know this. And then look at that. They had the buyer pay $10.25 for this product. So again, the seller is pretty smart. They had the buyer pay for the shipping, and they also did the nice nice sell here for $32. That's really good, actually. So again, you want to come down here. Look, these are all yarns that have sold. Okay, so say you're at home, right? Say you have some pink yarn, and you say, oh, this is worth 50 bucks. Somebody better pay me 50 bucks. Well, they're not going to. Why? Because the current price for this at a sale rate, see, it's sold September 15th, 2023, it's sold for $29.95. Plus they had the buyer pay $4.88 for shipping. So this is a pretty good deal too. And again, you guys see here already, people think, oh, eBay's for these fancy things or for whatever. Even yarn sells on eBay. It just does. Let's keep on going down here. Look at this. Okay, a little different story here. Jack Frost 1960s knitting. This person has something that's like, 1960s knitting. Pretty smart sell, right? $8.98. It was 17 bucks. So he or she probably had this for a long time and said, you know what, I'll go half off, $8.98. But it's still a good profit, because it's a decent profit. Because look, $14.90 for shipping. So the buyer still has to pay for shipping. And so the seller made a little bit of profit, a little bit of profit. There we go. Let's keep on going down the yarn. More yarn, right? Here we go again. Patones. I can't say the word, guys. I'm sorry. But there we go. It's like a wool blend, 4-ply wool blend for a nice $12.71 sell. They sold it, see, sold August 11th, 2023. And look, this came from Australia. So this buyer really wanted this product, right? Because they paid 19 bucks for that. So let's give another example, guys. Hang on here. Okay, let's do this with North Face. So you have a beautiful North Face, awesome, beautiful coat you want to sell. You say, you know what? I think it's worth 400 bucks for my North Face coat. I'm just joking here, of course, but for the example, my North Face is worth 400 bucks, right? But it can't be, because look, if this is your North Face women's Arctic parka, 550 down, blah, 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 they're selling for 139, okay? So what I'm saying to you is that eBay keeps you on track. If you know how to go to the sold and completed, so again, go here to the top right, to the advanced, right? Hit advanced, okay? You go down to sold and completed. See that? Sold and completed. You put in women's coat. This tells you all the women's coats who have sold, okay? So if you have this Geiger blue pure new wool jacket in your closet and you think it's worth 100 bucks, well, it might be in some other realm, but on eBay, about $44.90, right? That's what they're doing here, you know? Another thing too you can look at is the sellers. This is called Great Deals Online 2010. They've sold over 1,320 products. They had 100% satisfaction guarantee. That's very rare. I mean, my gosh, that's very rare, you know? So that's very good though too. Say you have let's see here. Maybe you have a Seraphine maternity and baby wearing black quilted down parka coat that your granddaughter used and now she no longer uses it and you want to sell it for her. You think it's worth 300 bucks. Well, no. eBay says these usually sell about $115.48, okay? So I just want to make this video for you guys so you guys understand what we think is valuable versus what eBay thinks is valuable, okay? So there we go. Bye-bye.